Your morning in 8 minutes, staying one step ahead. Those are the words of Knox County District Attorney Sharm Allen when talking about a push to get drugs off our streets.
It's all part of the 313 initiative. District Attorney Allen says it's seeing some pretty big results in its 2 years. It brought law enforcement and district attorneys across multiple states together. The goal is stopping the flow of drugs and guns from Detroit into East Tennessee. And the program has netted more than 145 pounds of meth, seized more than $794,000, and taken 251 guns off the streets. Allen says the most difficult part is thinking like a drug dealer. The Attorney General tells us the goal moving forward is getting more drugs and guns off the streets and seeing that overdose death rate continue to drop. Meanwhile, this morning, a Knoxville man is now charged with attempted murder.
Those charges stem from a shooting in northwest Knoxville Friday night. Police say it happened shortly after 10:15 near Dakota Avenue and O'Neill Street in Lonsdale. Investigators say 32-year-old Devontae Gamble tried breaking into a home and shot at the homeowners as they got home, hitting their car at least once. No one was hurt. Police say Gamble's now charged with 3 counts of attempted first-degree murder, along with facing aggravated burglary and gun charges. And this morning, members of Congress are demanding answers after a journalist reportedly was inadvertently added to a group chat with top U.S. officials discussing highly sensitive military plans.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is slamming the Atlantic magazine article, even as the National Security Council tells CBS News those messages do seem to be authentic. On Monday, the Atlantic's Jeffrey Goldberg published an article claiming he was accidentally added to that 18-person group chat by an account sharing the name of National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. The chat appeared to also include Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. The National Security Council later said a message thread included in Goldberg's article appears to be authentic. Hegseth denies the incident.
Meanwhile, a bill that sparked protests at the state capitol will be up for discussion today. That bill moving through the legislature would give local schools the option to refuse to enroll children who are in the U.S. unlawfully. Senate and House committees will debate and vote on the bill this week. More protests are expected, but lawmakers say they're confident it'll pass out of committee and head to full votes in both chambers. This morning, new help on the way for Cocke County.
Second Harvest Food Bank says it will begin a monthly mobile food distribution in Cocke County starting today. It's happening at the Cocke County Fairgrounds in Newport this morning at 10 o'clock, going until all that food is gone. Second Harvest says the food distributions will be happening on the 4th Tuesday of every month with enough food for around 600 households. If you're going this morning, you'll get meat, produce, and dairy, along with shelf-stable goods.
Well, FEMA says they're still working to help those affected by Helene. They say customer service teams are calling applicants with disabilities to provide assistance. Those in Cocke, Hamlin, and other impacted counties who've applied for help from FEMA may get a call, text, or email. Calls and texts may come from an unknown number. FEMA does encourage you to answer. They're reviewing applications and reaching out to those who may benefit from more assistance.
Well, this week we're marking the 6-month anniversary of Helene as our area continues to recover. All day tomorrow, we're taking a look at what happened and seeing what's ahead. Join us as we talk live with Newport and Cocke County leaders and see firsthand the work still being done to recover 6 months later.
Well, one of Knoxville's biggest festivals is back this week.
Yeah, the Big Ears Festival is taking over downtown Knoxville and the Old City starting Thursday. The festival brings people from all over the world here to East Tennessee. This high number of visitors this week means a busy weekend for local businesses. Last year's festival brought almost $7 million to Knoxville. And it's shaping up to be a busy weekend over in Sevierville, too.
Yeah, heads up for you this morning. Police want you to prepare as you'll see a lot of traffic around town. Ponies and the Smokies happening this weekend in Sevierville at the Convention Center, all celebrating the Ford Mustang. The show is Friday and Saturday. If you're driving through, they tell us Old Knoxville Highway and the main drag on Winfield Dunn will be a couple of the busiest. Give yourself a little bit of extra time if you plan to go. Hopefully there's not a big train of Ford Mustangs driving on the interstates right now. Let's check in with Olivia.
Yeah, guys, we can definitely expect that traffic this weekend. However, I am actually watching a crash in Sevier County, so you may see some slowdowns in that area. This is on Boyd Creek Highway. It's in those eastbound lanes just off of Winfield Dunn Parkway. That main roadway currently closed between Oakview Drive and Two Rivers Boulevard. So if you're in that area, you're headed out the door, take note of that. This morning, I'll keep an eye on it, let you know when it gets cleared up. But on into Knoxville, morning commute hotspots still look great right now. We'll take a couple different live looks. 75 at Merchant Drive. Traffic moving in those north and southbound lanes at the moment. One more look close to downtown. East and west look great at Hall of Fame Drive at the moment.
Seeing some variation in that cloud cover. I love this. I'm kind of checking out our different webcams around town. Look at the clouds from downtown Knoxville. It's actually the direction we'll be able to watch the sunrise. So this will make for a very colorful sunrise when you have these extra clouds. That's approximately 30 minutes out. But still, you can see that glow behind this cloud cover that's flowing across parts of our area. Literally clipping parts of Knox County, for example, northeast Tennessee, couple sprinkles from those clouds, Scott County, couple in Tazewell area, West Claiborne County. Again, pretty limited. Actually, it's all clear in Sevier County. And these are some of the colder spots where you have this clear view. You can even check out the moonlight there over Pigeon Forge view towards the Smokies. And then, of course, the differences that all that makes in comfort. 37 Athens, 39 Sevierville to 44 in Knoxville and 42 Tazewell to Williamsburg. So some clouds do act like a patchy blanket, but then they'll block out your sun. At times today. That's kind of the good news. We have this balancing act of sun and scattered clouds, extra winds and warmth today. Don't forget those winds gusting to 35 miles per hour, stirring up that tree pollen. It'll be 57 at 11, high today 71. We've got a couple of days that you're going to want to get outside and enjoy the winds and the warmth. Today and Friday both are in those 70s, and both days come with those extra winds. It'll be breezy on Saturday as well and getting warmer ahead of that next cold front. So that's where we are tracking those scattered storms to that gusty line of storms Sunday night. Got more on that timing coming up on the CW at 7.
I think Dollywood should have a roller coaster called East Tennessee Weather.
Ooh, I love
Goes
that.
up and down. We'll see you on the CW. Have a good one.